Alright, so we have a new Gundam. So this one is, I think it was a 10-year-old kit, 2008. I have to double check that once I'm into it. But we have something huge. Let me just move the camera back, there we go. So, it is one of the Strike Gundams. So this one's the integrated weapons system package, I believe, or yeah, something like that. What does it say? It says here it is, integrated weapon striker pack. So it's pretty baller. Like look at those graphics and look at the images here. They look awesome. So he's got all sorts of things. He's got all sorts of different weapons. He's got the shield, the Gatling gun, swords, beam sabers, beam daggers from the looks of it. Just all sorts. So he's really cool. So let's pop her open. It is a 4-tab today. So being a master grade, this one's going to be a much bigger project than the last few projects. I think this might be one of the first master grades. No, I did the Death Scythe, but that was quite an old master grade, so it didn't take very long to build. This one here, however, given the size of the box and the size of the kit in general, so what have we got here? So we've got the A runner, or the L runner. Got some stickers, color correcting stickers, some water transfers and some dry transfers, so I can do some pretty cool stuff with this one. So I'm looking forward to putting this together. I might actually do like my transfers and everything as well, which is going to be a bit unusual for me. I don't normally do that. I'm not a big fan of putting them on, and I've got big fat white person fingers, so I'm not very good at doing it either. This is a new one, so it comes with some screws, this one as well. So there must be some pretty heavy parts in there. It's not too often the master grade comes with screws, or at least not the ones I've built. And this time it's an actual booklet that comes with as well this time as well. So we've got a pretty full-on kit this time. It is 87 Australian for this particular kit. I did get another one as well. I've got the Granddaddy RX-78-2, the 1-year war version, which is a pretty cool kit. It's 11 years old, 2008 I believe it was released. It's version 3 I think actually, and I'm really looking forward to building that, but I want to do a Strike Gundam today. So this is going to be my project for tonight, and then I'll see when I get some time to put the other one together. So once again, I do apologise for the terrible time-lapse footage. I'm working on getting another camera, but it's going to be at least another week before I get something like a GoPro to be able to film one properly. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this, and let's get it underway. Alright, so it's a full probably 18 hours later since I finished this that I'm actually getting around to filming it. But this is the Strike Gundam Integrated Weapons Strike Package. It is super goddamn cool, and I love them. I love them. I love them a lot. So let's bring him a little bit closer so you can get a really good look at him. He's pretty decently sized. Comes with his own little stand pack back here. Comes with that stand, which is quite cool. This is the same style of stand that came with the Gundam Wing Master Grade that I built a few weeks ago. Oh, it just came off there, one of the swords. So that's him by himself, which is pretty cool. Let's be honest. He looks badass, and there is absolutely no denying the fact that he is badass, and I love him. So let's move him back and pop him back up on the stand. There we go. So he is awesome, and I'm really glad that I bought this particular kit because it's absolutely wicked. Let's just, there we go. So he comes with this, which is the Strike Weapons package. So it's got a couple of katanas in here, or broadswords, which is awesome. That kind of sits in there. The little hook of the guard clicks in above the sheath to keep it in. Then you've got two heavy bazookas, and whatever these ones are. You've got the four wings, the jetpack itself, and then it connects on just with this piece here. And surprisingly, when you take it off the stand, it is not too back heavy to stand up by itself. Let's just find that right spot. There it is. There is a whole heap going on around the head with the V-fin and the weapons on either side of it, but you get it here, bend the knees a little bit, pull his chest forward. There we go. Lean him forward a touch. And there he is. He stands up super easily by himself with no real particular aid. And that's really impressive for such a back heavy kit. You can see it leaning back a bit, the ball joint in the waist to the torso. It's gotten a bit soft, I think. But that's alright, that's nothing a little bit of paint or nail polish can't really fix. Overall, without the pack on it, he's got some real cool flexibility in his movement. Let's pull him off again. Come here. Oh, the sword keeps coming out, which is a bit of a pain, but the other one stays in there fairly well, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But let us go and demonstrate his flexibility. So full tilt on the elbow all the way through. Does have a little port on the back there for the shields. I'm not bringing out his accessories because he's got too many, but he's got two shields and a whole bunch of other stuff. I haven't done any panel lining, you'll notice as well. He's pretty bland at the moment. I'll probably get around to doing some of them in a bit, but it took me the better part of 4 hours to build last night, so I didn't want to do any panel lining because that just adds extra time. And if it's not a high grade, that's not extra time that I want to spend doing straight away. But we do have some really cool articulation in the knees, so that goes all the way up. The toe is not great, the foot is pretty good wobble back and forth front and back, but the toe is not incredibly flexible. It's nothing compared to that Dark Hound that I built the other day. But once you move the arms up out of the way, shoulders are really strange to attach on. You move these just a little bit, so the splits aren't great, but got pretty decent movement in the front flaps here, the groin flaps. This one here was super loose, so it's much tighter now after I've applied a couple of coats of paint, both to the ball socket and the joint inside. so it's much firmer now, but that does limit his movement even further. And then you've got the standard master grade premium butt flap, which wiggles up and down, so it can kick back fairly well, can kick forward fairly well. That front flap kind of moves into the knee joint there. Got a bit of a moving part in here where it kind of sits by itself, and it does move up and down, which is quite cool. And then you've got just a pretty standard backside to them as well. The arms do rotate fully all the way around, nice and easy. These can go all the way around as well. And you've just got a standard ball joint inside the hand here as well. So the fingers are probably one of the cooler parts. It is a pretty soft part, but it does have a pretty well articulated hand. Problem with that is it doesn't hold weapons incredibly well, so if you're wanting something a bit firmer, you just need to find a compatible set of hands for him. Oh, butt flap fell off. So yeah, that will require a little bit of work to find a pair of compatible master grade hands to be able to hold a decent weapon, or hold a weapon decently, because the beam saber just kind of flops around in his hand. The swords are pretty bad, and yeah, it just doesn't sit incredibly well, and there's no way to reinforce how it sits up amongst the forearm either. So there are some downsides to it, but overall his joints are pretty strong. He stands up quite nicely. He looks really, really cool. This is my second Gundam Seed Gundam, Strike Gundam. I do have the real grade Strike Freedom, which is a really cool figure as well, model as well, but it does suffer quite badly from real grade syndrome. It's just got the worst ankle joints in the world. But this guy is pretty firm, and he's pretty badass looking. I love the colour differentiation between the white and the grey, with the red and the blue up in here as well, but he just looks super utilitarian, and I'm a big fan of that. So yeah, overall, the score system I've been using has been something along the lines of like a 1 to 10 system, but all I've done it for so far has been high grades. So that can be a 1 to 10 for high grades. In the last one I did, got a 7. The Dark Hound got the 7 for high grade, although I might downgrade that down to a 6, because it was cool, but it wasn't quite up to my particular standard of it. I've packed it up and it's going to go back up to Brisbane. But this one here is an easy 8 to 9, so let's go 8.5. He does have a couple of points which I don't like. The hands, I do wish they'd given us some actual different hands, but otherwise this weapon kit is awesome. Like, how can you not like the striker pack? His loadout is really cool. Like, I had quite a bit of fun building the shields and things like that. And he just, aesthetically, he's 100% the kind of Gundam that I wanted. So yeah, I'm really happy with him, and let's give him an 8.5 out of 10. And yeah, I'm going to be building next is an RX-78-2, the good old granddaddy Gundam. I've got a master grade, the 1 year war version, which I think is technically version 3 of him. So I'm really looking forward to building him. I've got a little miniature figurine one of RX-78 that I have had since about March, when I got him for free at a convention for building him. But yeah, this one's going to be much cooler. So I will see you in the next video.